Thanks to the support as a channel member, Tristan McDonald. Well, it seems I've been a silly goose and I forgot to set you a like target yesterday. I might have recorded a couple of videos in advance and actually forgotten that yesterday's video was coming out on a Friday. Kept referencing tomorrow's video. Basically, I'm giving you a freebie. There's not going to be a video tomorrow. We're not doing likes targets. I mean, it would still be lovely if you hit 5,000 likes on this video, but tomorrow is officially going to be a catch-up day. We've been every single day since the game came out, I think. We need a catch-up day. I need to put up my Christmas tree, but we will be back as normal on Monday. And if you show me how giddy you are on this one, we'll perhaps do the likes targets again next weekend, or we'll just drift into our normal 5 days a week schedule. It's been a month. Maybe it's time to go 5 days a week. Anyway, we're playing in League Two. Huzzah! And specifically, we're playing against Cheltenham in our first game ever in the Football League. If we have a look at the media prediction to see where the two of us are expected to finish, the media think we're 16th place, Cheltenham 21st. So we are expected to finish above Cheltenham. This is one of the few teams that we're better than. If you missed yesterday's transfer special, we have done a lot of ins and outs, but the core of the team, my version of a core, is pretty familiar. Obviously, we've got the two starting strikers from last season. We've got a winger who's been here for years, a fullback who's been here for a year or so now, a centre-back, now our club captain who's been here a year or so. Our goalkeeper's been here 3 years. So, yeah, the midfield traditionally might be considered part of the core. I don't consider it part of the core. Our long-serving midfielder, Compton, who's been here, I think this is his third year, he's starting the season injured. So we have got two new boys in midfield. The tactic has remained unchanged. Our star man, Johnny Day, is now on £3,000 a week and supposedly worth up to £2 million. The mission for the season is twofold. One, nice little mid-table finish. Two, get this guy 30 goals so we can sell him for £2 million and use that money to upgrade the training facilities, which do leave a lot to be desired. So we're going with Casagrande in goal, a back four of new boy Patterson. If you haven't met Lennon Patterson yet, here he is. If anyone's got a suggestion for a surname for him, as you can see, he's in desperate need of one. But Lennon Patterson starts at left back, Shield at right back, and then Brown, who is our new club captain, alongside new signing Kean Noble at centre-back. The midfield is Cook and Farkas, two new signings. That's Jacob Cook and that is Patrick Farkas, both 22 years old. On the left-hand side, we've got Ethan Archer, another new signing who's going to have a bit of a point to prove. He was very successful at this level for Cheltenham previously, before earning a £500,000 move to Luton in the Championship. They loaned him back to Cheltenham. It didn't really work out for him then. He's sat in the Luton reserve team for the last 2 years and has now been released and come down the road here to Bedford, where he wants to recapture what he did at Cheltenham previously to earn that move to Luton. And then on the right, of course, it's Rhys Dottin, and then up front is Thomas and Day. We have got new boy Ronnie Moncur on the bench as well, who we have high hopes for as a rotation striker option. And of course, our very exciting closest thing we've had so far to a wonder kid, Julian Serafin, who's come in from Mexico. He's 18 years old, and I don't understand why he's in Bedford. I can only assume we're 2029 now. We are close to Universal opening in Bedford if all has gone to plan. So maybe he's just a massive Shrek fan. That's what I'm assuming. Let's get the team submitted and let's, fingers crossed, go and do a football on our first ever day in the Football League against a team that, if we are going to survive, we need to at least be competitive with. I'm not necessarily expecting us to go into our first away game at this level and win comfortably, but I'm expecting us to not get battered. Oh, we've got the beautiful Football League graphics as well. We've obviously not had them before. Oh, it's all very, very exciting, but it is Cheltenham with the first attacking highlight. Less than a minute on the clock. Shield heads it clear to Farkas, who plays it forward to Johnny Day. Is it Johnny Day? Look at the pace on this boy. Thomas has made it into the middle. So's Archer. There's Thomas, and that's a huge miss. Look at the size of that stand behind the goal. My word, it's like playing at Wembley. The Football League is going to be an experience for us, but Archer has started well on a familiar stomping ground. He's been the most lively player of the first 5 or 6 minutes. Fingers crossed, more of that from him as the season goes on, but it remains 0-0, quarter of an hour gone. And I mean, we've had the better of the chances, but it's now another highlight for Cheltenham. It's a corner. How good are we going to be at set pieces? We do have a set piece coach now. We hired a set piece coach over the summer. We've not had one before. We have one now, which should theoretically help us with both attacking and defending of set pieces. Restarting in today. How has that not crossed the line? The shadow crossed the line for sure. We're trying to get it back into the danger area, but do we not get half a goal for the shadow going in? It's the middle of the day. The sun should be high. If the shadow crosses the line, the ball must have done too. It's not an evening match. There's no floodlights to take account of. I feel robbed. Where's VAR? Do we not get VAR in the league? Do we not have goal line technology? I am furious. Right. What? Whoa. I need to see what the Cheltenham manager's wearing. I think he might be dressed better than me. I don't care that we've conceded. I need to get a look at their manager because he seems very stylishly dressed. We need a close-up. Half time, we should get a close-up. I'm no longer the best dressed manager around, and I don't know if I can cope with it. I enjoy being the best dressed manager. I'm not enjoying being behind in a game where I would say we've been the better team. We've not had much in the way of possession, but what we have had, we've done more with than they have, other, of course, than the fact that they did a goal, which we haven't been able to do yet. It was from a set piece, though, and they shouldn't count. He says, Lewis Brown, club captain, centre-back, taking the corner. I still don't really get on board with that, but my set-piece coach says it's a good idea, and Day is in, and it's been disallowed. And Johnny Day has had multiple opportunities to get the ball over the line in this match. I mean, he actually managed to get the ball over the line there, but clearly in a way that was effectively cheating. 1-0 down at half-time. We've gone attacking. Look at that stylish man. My word. I wish I had his style. They've put the ball straight out of play. You want me to add to... Yeah, you know what? We will. I very rarely follow the dugout, but we've got a set-piece coach now. So you know what? I will play for set pieces. I don't know that we've been very good at them. We've had 7 corners. And we've only seen one of them in a highlight. And the only goal we've conceded has come from a set piece. So I don't know if we are the set piece boys. Thomas is only on a 6.2. He's probably going to be coming off relatively soon. I mean, we're not being outclassed. Cheltenham, clearly not very good. The problem is, I worry, neither are we. Archer is tiring. We'll put Thomas out onto the left wing and bring Moncur on. And then we're going to bring my shiny new boy on at left back because I'm just excited to see him. It's probably not the day to bring on an 18-year-old who doesn't speak the language, but I don't care. I want him involved. And then for my final trick, we'll change the other fullback and Connor can come on to play it right back. It is 5 subs in League 2, isn't it? I know it is in the National League, and I know it is in League 1, so I'm assuming it is in League 2. We're going very attacking. There's the new boy, Monka. It looks like there's a lot of him. It also looks like he's wearing a hat. It's a very sharp haircut that young man has got. And now it is Cheltenham on the attack again. It's all too easy. Oh, dear me. And that's a big miss. I tell you what, a little bit of luck going their way, they'd be 2-0 up because Connor just didn't seem like he fancied that. He just let him glide past him. Right. What else have we got on the bench? We've got Bruno Sena. I think Sena's coming on. Day's coming off. He's not had a nice day. It's not Johnny Day today. Moncur can become the more attacking of the two. And Sena, you know what? We're going to leave him as a centre forward. We're going to let him play that role. And meanwhile, Brown is going to come off. Cannaville can play centre back, as he's done many times before. And, I mean, has anyone got anything for us? Let's make Cannaville an advanced centre back. Get him pushing forward. What's the worst that could happen? And then push him further forward. That's the plan. That's how we're going to try and get back into the game. A slight attacking change in 2 positions with 5 minutes to go. It's not the most ambitious thing I've ever done. I've also taken off our main goal threat and the guy who had the highest rating in the match so far. But we do have a highlight with a minute and a half to go, and it's Noble. And we should see Cannaville going on walkabouts here because he's playing in that more advanced role. Serafin, the young Mexican, across to Cook, who shoots. Moncur plays it out to Connor. We have got a chance here. Connor shoots. Moncur shoots. Reece Dottin shoots. How many chances are we going to get? Their goalkeeper's playing a blinder. I think that was probably our opportunity, wasn't it? Although, was it? Yes, it was. Look at the state of the XG. We have been the better team there. And this is going to be a problem for us in League Two. It's all well and good being the better team. That's a match we couldn't really afford to lose. Yet to lose it, we did. And now we've got a couple more, or one more match. We're going to play Barnet off camera because I want to show you our first ever Carabao Cup game against Championship Luton, who we played way back in season 1 and got comfortably beaten when we were National League North. They were League 1. We've now moved up 2 leagues. They've moved up 1. It's a local derby. I imagine it's on the telly as well because it's on a Monday night. Let's go and see how we can get on against Luton. But first, I'm going to try and beat Barnet off camera. Well, in another example of me having no idea if we're good or not, after looking like we could play for a year and not score against Cheltenham, we stick 4 goals past Barnet. To be fair, Barnet are one of the other teams expected to finish below us. So it is just as well if we'd have come away with a defeat there, it does start to become quite problematic. But Barnet, actually, they're slightly supposed to be above us. I think we were higher up than 18th before. Other teams must be doing good transfers. But we're not worrying about the league today, even though it's looking jolly nice. We'll take 8th. Stop the count. Now we play Luton, and it's an unchanged team for the 3rd match in a row because we're getting used to the new players and the new way of playing before we start fiddling with it too much. And obviously they won 4-0 at the weekend, so it would be insane to make changes off the back of that when we played as well as we did. Maybe we're the sort of team that can only play well at home. And of course, we're at home, which is potentially quite exciting. Look at the lovely Carabao Cup graphics. Our first time having them, and this is your first time seeing the latest version of the new Erie. Remember when we used to have trees behind the goal, behind a fence? We've got a nice little roof back there now. I'm not sure where the development is. Look, the trees are long gone. I'm not sure where the current development we're paying for is. It must be on this side. In fact, can we flip the side the camera is on? Reverse camera. No. So where's the current development? Surely it's not already finished. I mean, it could already be finished, potentially. Oh, that's poor. I mean, this stand looks bigger than it did last year. Have we just expanded the same stand again? Because look how big it is compared to that side. That's weird if that's what we've done. We're 2-0. We're 1-0 down, which is not the best start we could have had. Remember, this is championship opposition, but also remember some of the cup exploits we've had in recent years. Although obviously with the FA Cup, it comes a little bit later in the season when new signings have had a chance to bed in. When you've got a back 6 that has, 4 new players in it, it's a bit early to be playing against a team of this quality, but maybe we've learned to do set pieces with the new set piece coach, Ethan Archer. He is 6'2". He's a big boy. This is a weird corner all around. So that's our centre back taking it and our left winger getting on the end of it. That's opposite land. But I mean, if it works, it works. And it's 1-1. And if we can finally start being a team that makes the most of set pieces, I will be over the moon. I've been pushing it for 4 years. 3 years? This is season 4, isn't it? Is it? No, this is season 5. I've been here ages. I tell you what, it's getting to the point where I have to be a little bit surprised about the lack of job offers I've had. We've had 1 interview in nearly 5 years or 4 years. But, I mean, I don't want to leave, so I'm not looking. Right, Casagrande needs a big moment. We've given away a penalty here. It's sloppy from Patterson. He clearly needs a first name. And Casagrande, I mean, we had question marks over him last year. We're not going to criticise him for not saving a penalty. Obviously, we're not expecting him to do that, although we have seen him do penalty exploits before. But we're keeping a close eye on him. because according to my assistant manager, he's only ever going to be a good non-league goalkeeper. So League Two could potentially be a step too far for him. That being said, star rating wise, he's still up there as a good squad player for us. So it's not that we should just abandon him. He's obviously not good enough. Right, Johnny Day. Look at the pace on Johnny Day. Oh. I mean, he's a hero. I feel like he doesn't score a lot in episodes. I don't yell about him very often. I think most of his goals are coming in the in-betweeny bits, which is a weird situation. Normally we have the reverse of that, like with Bruno Sena, who only ever scores when you lot are watching. Day seems to be afraid of you. I wonder if that's playing in big matches preference. Maybe Day doesn't like playing in big matches and Sena does, because I tend to show you the bigger matches. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. We need to go back. We need to review the tapes, see how often Johnny Day has scored while you've been watching, because we saw him really fluff his lines in that Cheltenham game, but then he had a really good match and scored against Barnet. So, I mean, again, we can't judge anybody based on how we got on against Luton. What we've learned here is over the course of 4 years, we've not really progressed any faster than Luton have, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Reece Dottin's having a horrible match. Let's get him off. Let's protect him. Thomas can come on, can drop back to the wing, and Monker can come on, and then we can swap those two over. That'll probably do for now. I'm just checking it is 5 subs in the Carabao Cup. I think it is. But yeah, Thomas can go out on the wing. Archer swaps wings. Archer, of course, has played against his 2 previous clubs in this episode, the Cheltenham match and now Luton, who never gave him a chance. He's scored against them. Johnny Day on the right-hand side, plays it back to Reece Dottin, who's still on the pitch. Day plays it back to Farkas, and now Cook, who shoots from range, and it's another corner. We've already scored from one of these. We know we're dangerous from them. I mean, we have had 9 and only one has been a highlight. So we're maybe not as dangerous as I would like to believe. But Patterson plays it forward, looking for Monker. It doesn't get anywhere near him. And yeah, it's Luton on the attack again. First time cross. It's a very weird one. Casagrande is going to be able to deal with that kind of thing all day long, though. That's not going to challenge him at all. Monker should be winning that header. Gets it at the second attempt, and now Thomas plays it back to Cook. And now Patterson and Thomas again. And I think that was Patterson. Patterson's not had a very good game. And we've got a ready-made Mexican replacement for him at left back, so we can bring him on. We're also going to take off Shield and bring on Connor. And that will do for now. I think we probably have to go all-out attack as well. And then look down at the bench. Have we got any more attacking options? Compton's now fit enough to be on the bench again. Gio Smith is on the bench because we've got 9 subs. So he's an attacking option. Jacob Cook has scored from the edge of the area. We'll go back to positive. Retreat, retreat, retreat. 2-2 between Bedford and Luton. I mean, it's a decent goal from Cook. Lovely stuff. Right, who's going to step up and do a winner for us? We've got Bruno Sena on the bench as well. It's probably not the occasion for Sena, or is it? Right, Casagrande out to Noble. Noble back to Casagrande, and now he's tried to find Thomas, doesn't get anywhere near him. And it is Luton on the attack again. Serafin gets under it. He's only 5'8". I mean, he couldn't exactly get over it, could he? And Casagrande probably should be doing a little bit better there. And now we go back to very attacking. And we are going to watch the replay on this one because I don't know. You know, I get like this with my goalkeepers. It's mad I've had the same one for 3 years. But I do think he should be doing better there. Right. What are we doing? We've got Sena and we've got Smith. I think they're the 2 that are coming on as we're chasing the game. And they're going to come on for Archer and Cook. And then we're going to work out how to turn that into a team. So I think if we stick Sena in there between those 2 as a target forward, we can kind of do that, I guess. And then Smith. If we swap those two over, because then Smith can go like there and there. I mean, it's a thing. In fact, we're probably better doing this. Do something like that. And then he can go in the middle. I mean, never let it be said we're not trying. We are definitely trying. We've got 10 minutes of throwing everything at them. Let's go. Do a goal? No, we're just not going to get a highlight, are we? Or are we? Brown with the corner. Casagrande was forward and now he is legging it back. Look at him move. I mean, that's very smooth movement from Casagrande. Connor has protected him. Casagrande was ice skating back. That was phenomenal. But there you go. Finally, after 4 seasons, we've established when you're on all-out attack, you don't have to be over the 90th minute for the keeper to go forward because it's the 88th minute and he went forward. Right, Smith to Farkas. He is the midfield on his own. He really can't afford to be giving the ball away like that when he is the entire midfield. And Luton just trying to take the sting out of the game, slowing things down. We've got players getting on top of each other. And Smith needs to do a little bit better there. And in fact, he does at the second time of asking. He can't be letting that guy go past him the way he did. Right, we've got 5 minutes of time added on. Can we find something from somewhere to, I think it would just send the game to penalties, which we'll take. I don't know why we're just waiting for him to take that throw. It's very odd. Casagrande's not come for that, and he really should have done. But there's Day playing it forward to Moncur. And now Monker's got nobody with him. We've had so many men forward, and Moncur had no one with him. Didn't know what to do there. And that was poor. And now we've not got dynamic mode on, but it's like we've slipped into dynamic mode because we've had almost a solid minute of highlight here with nothing really happening. There's Brown to O'Connor. It's just Connor, not O'Connor. Thomas. And now Day back to Farkas and Monker's there. Is it been given? It has been given. We're just going back to normal attacking because I have no idea how we can turn this system back into something that's not an attacking mad system. So we'll come off very attacking, go normal attacking. If it goes to extra time, we'll drop some players back. But Luton, of course, are going to be coming at us a little bit more now. So we may as well leave men forward and come straight back at them. Why not? Just go for it. Go for the jugular. Go for the win. Connor across to Brown, and now Serafin plays it back to Casagrande, who lumps it forward where he knows we've got men waiting. One of them is Gio Smith, ball over the top, looking for the run of Moncur. He doesn't get anywhere near it. And it's back with the Luton keeper again. And this is such a weird highlight. There you go. It finally ends. Is it straight to penalties or is it extra time? I mean, we might not find out because Luton are on the attack in the 96th minute, 96 of 95 minutes. Oh, my word. Right, ref, that's it, surely. It is straight to penalties. Here we go then, boys and girls. Straight to penalties. Oh, we already scored one. Good work, Ollie Thomas. Happened off camera. I'm sure it was really good. This is where we want Casagrande to remove all doubt that we've had about him as a Football League goalkeeper. We need heroics. We need him to prove that he's going to be our goalkeeper for years to come. It's 1-1. Can we move a little bit faster on these in-betweeny bits? Right, Farkas, who did really well being the entire midfield for the last 20 minutes or so of that match. Farkas steps up and scores 2-1. Casagrande is loving it. Hopefully loving it enough to inspire him to save the penalty coming in from Luton now. Faster, lads, faster. Come on. People have got places to be. This is a Saturday episode. I thought he got that. He went the right way. If this was a non-league match, Casagrande saves that. That's Football Manager being heavy-handed. I'm certain of it. But it's now Johnny Day. Is it? Is it Johnny Day, boys and girls? Johnny Day scores. I mean, very confidently as well, the little rascal. Not sure how I feel about that. That's a $3 a week penalty right there from Johnny Day. Highest paid player in the history of Bedford Town. Earns 3 times what I earn. I've got my lovely little new 2-bed house. Johnny Day's living in a mansion, and it's now 3-3. Someone's going to get their heart broken here. We've got exposed wood above this stand. Can we not get enough sponsors in? I mean, I'll stick the YouTube channel up there if we're just going to have exposed wood. That seems unnecessary. Right, Gio Smith scores. What a good penalty that is as well. He's absolutely walloped that one. It's 4-3. The pressure goes back on to Luton again. And the opportunity for Casagrande to get a statue built of him outside the stadium returns. Because this is Luton, remember. This would be huge. And Casagrande does make the save. And now we are 1 penalty kick away from knocking local rivals Luton out of the Carabao Cup in our first ever match in the competition. And it is new club captain easy. We're the biggest team in Bedfordshire. Bedfordshire is blue. What colour do Luton play? Orange. Bedfordshire is blue, boys and girls. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That, I mean, forget Casagrande's statue. I want one. Me and him stood next to each other. That should be the statue. We only get $5,000 for it. Goodness me. We're overdrawn. We've never been overdrawn before. This is full-time wages causing that. Goodness me, do we need an FA Cup run this year? But yeah, 3 matches in. Decide for yourselves. Are we good? I guess we'll find out on Monday. There won't be an episode tomorrow. There's never supposed to be at the weekend. Have a day off. Get caught up. I'll see you on Monday. Hopefully with some loanees in, because we've got 2 weeks left and still haven't got a player in on loan. And then we will find out how good we are. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily, apart from tomorrow, Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.